ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
सारवत् विश्वतो मुखम्
सारवत् विश्वतो मुखम्
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः
अयुन्
अयुन्
ऋलक्
ऋलक्
एओङ्
एओम्
ऐऔच्
ऐऔच्
हयवरट्
हयवरट्
लन्
लन्
ञामाङणम्
ञामाङणम्
जभै
झभै
खढधष्
खढधष्
जबगडदष्
जबगडदष्
खफछठथ छटतौ
छटतौ
कपै
कपै
शशसर
शशसर
हल् इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
अकुपविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
कुहविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
इचु यशानां तालु
यशानां तालु
ऋटुरशानां मूर्धा
ऋटुरषाणां मूर्धा
लुतुलसानां दन्ताः
लुतुलसानां दन्ताः
ऊपु उपद्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ
उपद्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ
ञामाङ्घाण्डनानां नासिका च
नासिका च
एदैतोः कण्ठतालु
एतयोः कण्ठतालु
ओदौतोगो कण्ठ ओष्ठम्
ओदौतोः कण्ठोष्ठम्
Akarasya danta oshtam.
Pakarasya
Pakarasya
danta
danta
oshtam.
oshtam.
Jiह्वा मूलीयस्य जिह्वा मूल्यम्.
जिह्वामौल्यस्य जिह्वामूल्यम्.
जिह्वामूल्यम्.
नासिका अनुस्वारस्य.
नासिका
नासिकानुस्वारस्य
अनुस्वारस्य.
रामो राजमनिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे.
रामो राजमणिः सदा
राजमणिः
विजयते रामं रमेशं
रमेशं
भजे।
भजे.
रामेणाभिहता निशाचरचमूः रामाय तस्मै नमः.
रामेण
विहता
निशाचरचमो
रामाय
रामाय तस्मै नमः।
रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्.
रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं
रामस्य
रामस्य
दासोऽस्म्यहम्।
रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर.
रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर।
श्रीराम शरणं समस्तजगतां रामं विना का गति.
श्रीराम शरणं समस्तजगतां विना गति।
रामेण प्रतिहन्यते कलिमलं रामाय कार्यं नमः.
रामेण प्रतिहन्यते कलिमलं
रामाय
रामाय
कार्यं
कार्यं
नमः.
रामात् तस्यति कालभीमभुजगो रामस्य सर्वं वशे.
रामात् त्रस्यति कालभीमभुजगो रामस्य सर्वं वशे।
मे भक्तिरखण्डिता भवतु मे रामत्वमेवाश्रयः.
रामे भक्तिरखण्डिता भवतु मे रामत्वमेवाश्रयः।
रामो मे विहितं करोतु सततं रामं भजे सादरम्.
रामो मे विहितं करोतु सततं रामं भजे सादरम्।
रामेणापहतं समस्तदुरितं रामाय दत्तं धनम्.
रामेणापहतं समस्तदुरितं रामाय दत्तं धनम्।
मुक्तिरभीप्सिता सरभसं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्.
रामान्मुक्तिरभीप्सिता सरभसं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्।
रामे रञ्जतु मे मनः करुणया भो राम मां पालय.
रामे रञ्जतु मे मनः करुणया भो राम मां पालय।
We are seeing the dhatus in the Bhuvadigana, that is first conjugation. The last class, these are some dhatus like gam dhatu, etc. Gam dhatu will become gacha, yam dhatu become yacha. So that's why I think that was the last one we saw. After kram dhatu, in fact, we saw this long one, the kam dhatu, kame ring. That's a long one. I introduced this, the Angakarya related to Nith Pratyaya. Angakarya related with Pratyaya. In that context, we covered the causative forms also. The causative forms of the dhatus. all the dhatus can have, all the dhatus in other gana except the 10th gana, even including 10th gana also, can have the causative forms by adding nich. Nijanta, they are called Nijanta. Nijanta means causative. 10th gana dhatu, by default, it takes nich, swarte. That's called, we say swarte. And preranarte also, it can take nich. But nich topic came because of this kam dhatu, which is Bhavadhigana dhatu, where the dhatu kam dhatu takes ning. The context was ning pratyaya, therefore nich also introduced. So we will continue causative forms whenever required. We can derive the causative forms of any dhatu. Now you know how to derive the causative forms. Prayojaka karta. Prayojaka karta, causative forms, causative dhatu, nijanta dhatus. Now in the Bhavadhigana dhatu, after this we saw the following 4 dhatus which will take shen optionally. Therefore 2 forms are there. That is brash, blash, bram and kram. So this will take shen pratyaya optionally. And here you have to note these dhatus take shen optionally. That is one thing. And second thing is the kram dhatu. Please note, kram dhatu when followed by shit pratyaya in parasmipadi, dirghatam happens. That's why kramati, kramyati iti rupam. Then we saw gam dhatu. Gam will become gach when followed by shap pratyaya. The original form of gam is gamlu. Dhatu is gamlu dhatu. In the beginning, when we learned it as gach dhatu, but really it is gam dhatu. Gach is the rupam, the form it takes when followed by the shap pratyaya. Gam dhatu belonging to the first kana, therefore it will take shap pratyaya. When shap pratyaya follows, gam will become gach. Gam, that is makara will be replaced by chakara. That is what it is. Then we know the tukkagama sandhi will happen. Therefore takara came and then chitta sandhi, therefore becomes gach. So yam become h, gam becomes gach. I think this was the last one. This number is 8. Now we will see the next one, number 9. Yes. Number 9 we will see next dhatus. Few dhatus are there. After that, this will be over. Bhavadhigana is completed. Now the next point, number 9. Number 9. You know the form of the Kriya Padam, Vibhati. What this Vibhati means?
Drink.
Vibhati means drinks, not to drink. Drinks.
Drinks.
To drinks. To drink is a dhatu. What is a dhatu for Vibhati?
Pib.
Pa dhatu.
Yes.
Pa. Sorry, pa.
Yes. Pa dhatu. Pa becomes pib. Really speaking, pa is a dhatu. Rupam becomes pib. Therefore, you say pibati. Originally, it is pa. Paniyam jalam. Drinkable water. Paniyam. So, pa dhatu. Similarly, jigrati. What is a dhatu?
G.
Kra.
G.
You think it is jigr dhatu, but it is not even. It is
Kra.
gra is a dhatu. Gra becomes jigra. So like that, there are some dhatus are there. That also, what will happen when followed by shap pratyaya, the rupam changes. So those dhatus we are going to see now. So, right. Va dhatu. Va dhatu is pane, to drink. Pane. Pa means to drink. Pane. Similarly, Gra dhatu. Gra dhatu is gandho padane, to smell. Gra. Then dhma. What is dhma? Have you heard this dhma? Dhma. Have you heard this song?
No, Guruji.
ध्यायम ध्यायामि
You have
ध्यायति
heard this. You have heard this in the Gita. Right? Dhma. Tasya sanjanayan harsham vruddhah pitamagah singanadam vinadyochaihi shankam dhadmau prathapava
या धद्मौ
Pratmau.
mati
Yes, sir.
dhadmau. Any place it is there in the first chapter, because first chapter is only this preparation for the war. So blowing the conch, tatashvetair harirukte mahati chandane stitau madavav pandavaschaiva divyau shankau pradhadmatuhu. There also it is that ananta vijayam tanna panchajanyam vishikeshaha evadattam dhananjayaha Poundram dadmau mahashankam bhimakarma vrkodaraha. So dadmuhu, dadmau, all these are lit forms, remote past. But the dhatu is dhma dhatu. Dhatu is dhma. The present tense would be latlakara would be dhamati. Then what is the meaning? Dhma.
To blow.
To blow, blowing the conch, to blow, that is the meaning. So I write the dhatu, Shabdagni Sanyoga Yoga. I just write the meaning of the dhatu in Saṃskṛtam. Dhma is to blow. Then Tishtati. What is the dhatu?
Stha.
Stha.
I think it is Tisht dhatu. It is not. It is Sta dhatu.
Stha.
Sta become Tishtati. Okay, Sta is a dhatu. So therefore, what is the meaning of Sta? Here, one more thing I would say. In the Dhatu Pata, I sent you the Dhatu Kosha, right? You have Dhatu Kosha with you. Dhatu Kosha. I sent long back. The list of dhatus with their meanings, whether they are Prasnapadi or Atmanepadi. You have it or not? Yes or no? Can you hear me? Hello?
yes, Ji. Yes, Ji.
Yes.
Yes, Ji.
You have
Yes, yes.
Dhatu Kosha with you.
Yes, Guruji.
Just checking, Guruji.
Yes, it's there.
Please, what I sent, download and keep it. If you don't leave it in the WhatsApp, it will go away. The Dhatu Kosha, if you see, you have to refer the Dhatu Kosha. Take a printout and keep it with you. Dhatu Kosha is a list of dhatus, and with the meaning in English, it is given. Originally, it is Dhatu Pata, written by Panini Maharishi. That meaning will be in Saṃskṛtam only. Pa, pane, gra, gandho, padane. Like that will be the, what you will understand. You will not understand anything. That is why the same Dhatu Pata prepared with the English meanings for understanding. That's what I sent you long back. You have it, it is good. So don't have it, then you have to download it, which I sent. You have to check the message in the WhatsApp. Okay. So in the Dhatu Kosha, you will see. Can one of you tell me what is a dhatu for? What is a dhatu mentioned for sta? It is not really sta. In the Dhatu Kosha, if you see, dhatu is not sta dhatu. What is a dhatu then? check and tell me what is a dhatu. Are you checking or not checking?
Yes, checking
Yes,
Guruji.
Ji.
Yes, it's okay.
Yes, yes. If you don't have dhatu kosha, no, leave it. So it means you are not downloading what I sent. You have to download it. It's important material I am sending. Dhatu kosha is an important book which has got all the dhatus and other things are there. Many things are there in dhatu kosha. Not only the meaning, it is whether it is said or unit. That is also another important thing required. The information about the dhatu. And dhatu with the Upadeshika dhatu. That is dhatu as it was in the dhatu pata, written by Pani Maharishi. Then after the removal of ith letters, what is the content of the dhatu? Then the dhatu, whether it is Parasnipati or Atmanepadi, then its meaning, everything is given. Okay, if you don't have, please see this screen. This is dhatu kosha. This is what I sent sometimes before.
Yes, that's what Guruji.
Huh?
That's what I'm looking at, but
Ah,
I'm not finding star there.
very good.
Yeah, no star.
No star.
No star.
Okay.
Should I look at under Tishtati?
Tishtati you will not see. Now, okay.
Mm.
So now you are
Star?
looking at star, right?
Star.
Where will be this document in the alphabetical order. Okay.
Yeah, so we
Yes.
went up to Sa.
Star.
Sakara.
Sure, sure, sir.
Okay. You are looking here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
stood stula, it is there. Where is star? You will not find it here.
Mm.
Then where you will find dhatu in the dhatu pata, originally its form is not star, its original form is it is shta dhatu. Now you will see.
Okay.
In the dhatu pata, the dhatu is given as shta dhatu.
Yeah, the
Yes,
That
yes.
becomes
last one.
sta, and
Shta,
that becomes tisht. So now you see shta dhatu, it will be
Yes.
there.
Gati
Gati
Nirvritta.
Nivritta.
That is what it is. So now you see
Star.
Murdanya Shakara. Go back and see shta dhatu. Do you see my screen?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes.
Ji.
Guruji.
Yes,
So
Ji.
there you see shta.
The last
Yeah.
one Guruji, in the page.
Star.
Star. It is Parasmapadi dhatu, first gana. To stand, to wait, to be. That's the meaning. Gati nivrittau. Now, how the shta becomes sta? That's why I said refer this dhatu pata, learn how to use this. Now you see, shta becoming, shta is the aupadeshika dhatu. Have you heard the word aupadeshika?
Yes, Ji.
I taught
Yes,
you.
Ji.
Yes.
Yes.
Dhatus which are mentioned in the dhatu pata. Dhatu pata, one of the grantha written by Pandit Maharishi. So, dhatus which are in the dhatu pata are called aupadeshika dhatu. Okay. If the upadesha means it is nothing but upadesha. Upadesha means which has been taught, instructed. That's the meaning. So Dhatu Pata is a book written by Panini Maharishi. In that he has given the list of dhatus. The dhatus are Upadesha. Upadesha of Panini Maharishi. Given by Panini Maharishi. And we refer to the dhatu by the word Aupadeshika. Aupadeshika is same as Upadesha, only there is no big difference. It's a Tadita word. Like Sukham, Saukyam, we say, right? Sukham,
Yeah.
Saukyam, what is the difference? Same.
Same.
Sukhama, Saukyama, right? Same. Similarly, Upadesha, Aupadeshika. The Upadeshika means dhatus which are given in the Upadesha, that is Dhatu Pada. It's called Aupadeshika. Therefore, Aupadeshika Dhatu. Aupadeshika Dhatus, Aupadeshika Dhatu is Shta Dhatu only. That generally pa dhatu is aupadeshika dhatu. Gra dhatu is aupadeshika dhatu. Now, what happens here? Shta is shakara. In the dhatu, please listen. Dhatu having murdanya shakara at the beginning. Aupadeshika dhatus having murdanya shakara at the beginning. Like this shta dhatu, shakara plus ta. That should be replaced by sakara. There is a rule. There is a rule. Aupadeshika dhatus beginning with murdanya shakara should be replaced by sakara. It's a rule. Now, aupadeshika dhatu, when it becomes sakara, right? What will happen to tha? What was before it? It is. What was before that? The ta.
Ta.
It was tha. It was tha. See, this sakara, suppose if I make it shakara, what will happen to tha? What sandhi is that?
Shutva Sandhi.
Tutta sandhi, very good. What will happen to tha then? Tha is-
Chakara.
Takara. Chakara.
No,
Tha
no,
is the stutva sandhi, not chutva.
Yeah.
Shakara in contact with shakara, what will happen to tavarga letter? Remember sandhi rules, which we discussed greatly. Okay. What will happen? Tavarga letter.
Mahaprana
Chakara.
Shavarga.
Tha. Tha is second letter, therefore replaced by ta. That is what is here. Now what I am saying is, making more than a shakara to sakara, what will happen to tha? It becomes ta. Simple. Understand? Is it clear?
Yes, Ji.
So, when the sakara becomes more than a shakara, then tha will become ta. Now, what I do is, I replace aupadeshika dhatu beginning with more than a shakara to be replaced by sakara, then ta also goes away. Ta also goes away.
We are
So,
going in the reverse order.
reverse order. That's
Reverse
right.
order, yes.
Reverse order. So, sta will become shta provided this sakara is replaced by shakara. Then because of shtutva becomes shta. Now what happens? Now I replace murdanya shakara by sakara. Therefore, tha also will become tha only.
Hmm.
So what is that which caused tha or takara to become takara? This murdanya shakara. Now murdanya shakara not there. It is
Yes.
replaced by sakara.
Hmm.
When the cause is removed, what will happen to the effect?
Reverses.
The effect also goes away. Nimitta apaye naimittika apayam, we say. When the cause which caused the change goes away or it is reversed, the effect also gets reversed. That's what it means, right?
Hmm.
The cause is removed, effect also goes away. So what caused tha to become tha is murdanya shakara. The murdanya shakara has become sakara. Therefore, tha also will become tha only. This is by a general logic that we say general paribhasha. Nimitta apaye naimittika apayaha. Naimittika apayaha. Apaya means removal. Nimitta is that which caused the change. That is the cause. Nimitta apaye sati. When the cause is removed, naimittika, the karya caused by the cause, that also goes away. Nimitta apaye naimittika apaya. This is a general nyaya. This is in the loka also. This is a nyaya, laukika nyaya. It's not something special nyaya for vyakarana. Okay. when the seed is removed, what will happen to the effect of that? That also goes away, right?
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what it means. See, there is one person who is creating the problem. Remove that person, problem is solved, right?
Yes.
That's what it is. Nimitta paye, nimittika payaha. So, originally dhatu was shta. Now, what we do by, there is a rule. Dhatu, Aupadeshika dhatu, beginning with Bodhani Shakara to be replaced by Sakara, we say. That's a rule. This here, previously it was Tha only. Because of Bodhani Shakara, it has become Tha. Now, since we did the Adesha of Sakara in the place of Mudane Shakara, Ta also will go back to its original, which is Ta. Therefore, Sta is a Dhatu. Understand?
Okay.
Similarly, there are many Dhatus like that. Now you see the Dhatu Kosha. All of you follow what I'm saying?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Ji. Yes, Ji.
Guruji,
Oh.
why is
You
Why
take
is then-
Shna Dhatu, you can take. Shna is that, what is Shna? Shauche.
Okay.
Shauche means to bathe, to clean. Then what will be the form? You can guess. Not you can guess, you can work. What will happen to Shna then?
Sna.
This Sna. Snanam becomes Sna.
Oh, Snanam.
Upadeshika Dhatu beginning Mudani Shakara replaced by Sakara. That Mudani Nakara which has come in the place of Nakara also reversed. Therefore, you get Sna, Snanam, Snati. So, you have to, all the Dhatus are like that. Shnu, what is the form? Snu.
Snow.
Snow.
What is the form?
Snow.
Snake.
Becomes
Right.
snow. Snake.
Snow, like that. Like that it is, all these forms are there.
Okay.
Shwadda becomes Swadda.
So,
That's why you can, this is one exception is there. Shvashk is only Shvashk, it will not become Swashk. That is exception. Okay, don't think why it doesn't happen here, because this is an exception. In other places, you will see this, all the dhatus beginning Mudane Shakara has been replaced by Dantik Sakara. Understand?
Yep.
Is it clear?
yes, Guruji.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes. Any doubt in this, anybody? Please ask.
Guruji, one doubt. Yeah, can you hear me, Guruji?
Huh? Anybody talking? No, your voice is feeble. Who is saying?
Guruji, this is Raja here. Can you hear me?
Your voice is very feeble. Yeah.
1 second.
Is my voice clear?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, yes.
Your voice is very feeble. Not able to hear. So you can take here Stu Dhatu. Dhatu is Shtun. Stutau, Stuti. Stuti is Stotram. All these are from this Dhatu only. Stutau, to praise. What is the form? Stu.
Stu.
That is Stuti. Right? Yes, what's the doubt? So you can take this, you can see all the dhatus are like that. You see, you start from the beginning, from where the Shakara comes.
Mudane.
Shapa becomes Sap. Then some, all these you can see from here onwards. Dhatu beginning with, even Shadalu Dhatu. What is this Dhatu, Shadalu? Shadalu,
Upanishad Dhatu for Upanishad.
very important. Visharanagati avasadhaneshu. The word Upanishad comes from this dhatu only, Sad dhatu. That also we are going to see in this category now. Upani Purva, Sad dhatu Upani Purvasya Pipratyanta. Bhashyakara says in the gives a vyutpatti of the word Upanishad. How the word Upanishad comes. That comes from the dhatu Shadalu. Visharanagati avasadhaneshu. That is the meaning. Visharana. Sharana is disintegration, gati, movement, avasadhana, avasadhana, destruction. So, Upanishad word comes from Shadal Dhatu. Dhatu is Shadal, that becomes Sad. Because Aupadeshika Dhatu, beginning with Mudane Shakara, replace it by Sakara, Sad. Then Lu is Ita letter. Therefore, that is not seen. Sad is a Dhatu. Okay. So, all these are, you can see, this is a good example. This is a good place where you see this. All the the shakara, the upadeshika, shakara dhatu became replaced by sakara. Understand?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes.
So now, what happens here is shna becomes sna.
Sna.
So sta is upadeshika dhatu, but its rupam is sta. So sta. Now sta, what will happen further? It becomes tisht. That is what we are going to see in this. Yes, Rajaji, what is your doubt?
Yeah, Guruji, my question is then if sta is sta, then why sta is called the root, not sta?
Sta is the root, sta is also the root. Why it is not the root? It is aupadeshika dhatu. Aupadeshika dhatu is that's all. Aupadeshika dhatu is dhatu as such, it is specified by Panini Maharishi. That's called aupadeshika dhatu. He said it is sta. For some reason, he has given like that.
Okay.
You may not know why it is, but it is given some reason. Now you will not understand why it is. Later you may understand why it is. I think that also I taught you. Do you know Shatvam Sattvam? Long back we saw. When does Sakara is replaced by Mudani Shakara? I taught you that.
That is in the Sandhi we saw.
Yes, what is that? Shatvam, Sattvam.
Shtutva Sandhi and Shtutva Sandhi.
Not that Shtutva Sandhi, another place also. Another place. Like in this, I think I remember. I think you asked me notes, particular Rajaj. I think I have sent you the notes also for that. Shatvam, Sattvam. It is very long back. Okay, if I show you.
I'll go back and check, Guruji.
I remember having sent the notes for that. Shatvam, Sattvam, etc. Okay. If I show you, I think you will recall what it is.
Yeah.
In the sun.
Yes, Guruji.
Do you see my screen now? This screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
This notes I have sent you long back.
Yes, Guruji. I've got it here.
We discussed this very long back. This. Maybe in Sandhi context we would have discussed, but before that we discussed this. In the context of Shabda and all we discussed, Rameshu, etc. There we discussed this. Now you see, the same thing what we are discussing. Dhatus beginning with Murdanya Shakara. That is what I said. Upadeshika Dhatu, beginning with Murdanya Shakara. In the Dhatu Pata, the same thing what I said now. It is there with you. It is not, therefore it is not something new. You know it. It gets Sakara Adesha. It gets Sakara Adesha. So Shta Dhatu, which is Aupadeshika Dhatu, and beginning with Murdanya Shakara, replace it by Sakara, therefore Rupam becomes Sta. This file you must be having, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Guruji.
Guruji.
I remember seeing this.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I remember you asked me particularly,
Yeah.
and I sent this. The same
Yeah.
thing I am talking about here. I am not talking about something new. Similarly, Nishwap. Ni is it the letter, then Shwap is the content, then Shwap is this beginning with more than a Shakara, replace it by Sakara. Similarly, Shag. Shag will become Sakh. Shich becomes Sich. Shadl, important Dhatu, becomes Sad. Here I mentioned Upanishad, how the word Upanishad comes because of this. That is from this Sadhatu only. You get the word Upanishad. Not directly, you need to have some pratyaya. That is pratyaya is it's a with pratyaya. Therefore, you get Upanishad. And this is what I named as Sattvam. Because Sakara is Adesha, that is why it's called Sattvam. Similarly, your question, why it is Shta is there, why can't be Sta? For that, if you have this document, if you know the content of this, then you know you have got the answer. Shatvam we discussed. What is Shatvam? You got to recall what you learned before. Apadanta Sakara, remember this? When preceded immediately by in or ku, will be replaced by Murdanya Shakara. Remember this rule.
Yes, Guruji.
Even when intervened by any one of Num or Visarga or Shar, Shatvam will happen. If more than one allowable letters intervene, then Shatvam will not happen. Example, see, Vayu plus Su. Su is Saptami Bhakti Bhagavachanam. We saw there it is Vayu plus Su. What is Su? Su is a Pratyaya, and the Pratyaya beginning with Sakara. So it is Pratyaya Sakara, and it is preceded by Vayu. Who is there? Who is the in letter? What is in? E, U, R, L, A, O, I, O, Hayavarat, Lan. That is called in Pratyahara. Or Ku, Kavarga letter. So Apadanta Sakara. Sakara, which is not at the end of the Padam. That Sakara could be a Pratyaya Sakara or Adesha Sakara. When preceded by in or Ku, it will be replaced by Mudanya Shakara. Do you remember this rule or not? Anyway, I can talk on this. Otherwise, I will teach you this. You have seen this long back.
I don't think, Guruji, we have done this.
We have done this.
No,
We have done.
we have not.
We have done this. We have done this. Then only then the context of Shabda it came. We have done this. Probably would have forgotten this.
We did the Natvam thing, Guruji, where
Yes,
Na becomes Ana.
Nattam
Yes,
also.
Ji.
Huh?
Yes, Ji. Natvam we saw. This we didn't see, Guruji.
We
Actually,
didn't see this one. I'm positive, Guruji.
This we have not seen.
Because I have sent you this document. Anyway, okay. If not seen, now you can see it now. Please note this. This is not disconnected to what we discussed, connected only. So you can note the rule. Apadanta Sakara. What is Apadanta Sakara? So, okay. Sattvam you discussed now. Sattvam is clear.
Yes, Guruji.
yes, Ji.
Fine. Now Shatvam. What is Shatvam? Apadanta Sakara. What is Apadanta Sakara? Sakara not at the
Sakara at the end.
not
End
at
of the padam.
End of the
What is the padam?
padam.
What is the padam? Define padam.
Prakriti plus pratyaya.
Prakriti plus pratyaya. But pratyaya also you have to tell specifically. Then only it is a padam. Pratyaya I will say krit pratyaya. Can it become a padam? No. Suptingantam
Supra.
padam. Subantam tingantam is a padam.
Tingaka.
Subantam is nama padam. Ramaha Ramo Ramaha. Rama is a pratipadikam. Patati patataha patanti. They are kriya padam tingantam. So that is all padam. Now the sakara which is not at the end of a padam, that padam that is called apadanta sakara. And sakara here you can note in the note I have given. Sakara could be just an apadanta sakara, and that apadanta sakara may be a part of an adesha or pratyaya. Please note. Sakara could be just an apadanta sakara, which may be a part of an adesha or pratyaya. Can you give us an example for the pratyaya having sakara? Any pratyaya having sakara? Can you give some example?
Ti, Madhyama Purusha,
Very good.
Ekavachanam. Si,
That is-
Lakara.
Yes, sip pratyaya. That's good
And
example.
say.
Sit.
Si, say.
No, titta ji sit. That's sip pratyaya.
In Atmanepade, say, Guruji.
That's okay. Atmanipadi say, then sip also it is an impersonal padi.
Sip, yes.
That's the example. So si is a pratyaya, sakara plus e, and sakara not at the end of the padam. Similarly, can you give some example for supratyayas where sakara are not at the end of the padam? I mean, not at the end. Yes.
Sakara. Thus, was, must.
Thus, was, must,
Not
all
at the end
sakara
of the padam. Okay.
at
Okay.
the end. Because at the end it will become visarga. Please note.
So
That is why we
it's
say
again,
the sakara.
Supratyaya.
it is again
Sup-
sip.
supratyaya.
Yes, su out just, out shas, tabhyam bis. Please see that. See this. Here in the screen, su out just, su the content is sakara. So
Yeah.
one lettered pratyaya, sakara is there, that is will be at the end. Therefore, that sakara will become visarga. Just also sakara at the end of the pratyaya, therefore that also will become visarga. Similarly, shas also, similarly bis also, bhyas also, all this.
Yep.
What about 7-3?
Sup. Sup. Sakara at the beginning, Guruji.
Sakara at the beginning. The content of sup is sup. Rameshu, Harishu, Gurushu, Ramasu, right? Adishu. So sakara plus u. So it is not at the end. All these are example for apadanta,
Padanta sakara.
pratyaya,
Sakara.
apadanta, pratyaya, sakara. Okay.
Oh, apadanta pratyaya.
Apadanta, pratyaya, sakara. Sakara could be just an apadanta sakara, which may be a part of an adesha that we will talk about that. Now the second part, pratyaya, I said that is for that I gave this example.
Yeah.
Adesha, that is what we are going to see now. So that apadanta sakara, when preceded by immediately by in or ku. What is in?
Ivurulu,
Hayavaratlan.
Hayavaratlan.
Up to learn. Don't think in is ayun, ivu. Don't not that in. Okay, it's a long one.
Long.
In is always long. In is always long. Ivurulu, evo, I, au, hayavara, la, lakara. Now, okay, here I type and then I will remove it. You know this Rame plus su. Su is Saptami Bhakti Ekvachana Bhagavachana Pratyaya. Okay. What is sakara here? Padanta or apadanta?
Apadanta.
Apadanta.
Apadanta sakara preceded by what letter?
A.
In a letter.
A is an in letter. Therefore, this apadanta sakara, what will happen? It will become murdanya. Therefore, only you have Rameshu. Otherwise, Rameshu it would be. Understand? Now you take another example. Rama plus Su. What is a sakara here?
Ramasu.
Ramasu.
Preceded by in letter.
No, it is A. No.
Akara.
Therefore,
Akara.
it is Ramasu. It cannot become Rameshu. Not possible. Similarly, if you take Hari Shabda. Hari plus Su. What will happen?
Harishu.
Irish.
In letter.
Shu.
In letter.
Take Guru becomes
Gurushu. Gurushu.
because in letter. Take Nadi plus Su.
Nadishu.
Nadishu. You know why Sakara becomes Mudane Shakara? This is it. When Sakara not at the end of the Padam and Sakara belonging to a Pratyaya or belonging to an Adesha, when preceded by in Pratyahara or Kavarga letter. Kavarga also is possible. The examples will come, we will see. Then what will happen? Sakara will be replaced by Mudane Shakara. This is called Shatvam. This is called Shatvam. And the preceding letter is in, I said, in or ku. That need not precede immediately. If it precedes immediately, it is fine. Even when intervened by, even when there are intervention by num is an agama or visarga or shar, then also shatvam will happen. Please note, like natvam, here also it is. Even when intervened by, when there is intervention between the apadanta sakara and the in or ku, which is precedes, I said, need not precede immediately, even if it is intervened by visarga or num or shar, then also shatvam will happen. Here, only one is allowed, not more than one. If num and visarga both are there, then shatvam will not happen. If shar, visarga, num all are there, then also shatvam will not happen. Any one of them is allowed. At a time, only one. Understand?
Yes.
This is called shatvam. Now, Having said this, you see the example. Vayu plus Su, Vayu Shu. Rama plus Sakara. Why it doesn't happen here?
It's preceded by
This
akara.
is akara.
Akara, akara.
Suppose if it is not preceded by Akara, will it happen?
No,
It is
it
not
is Padanta
Apadanta.
Sakara. It is
That is-
Padanta
Avasana,
Sakara.
Avasana Sakara takes the form of Visarga, Guruji.
Yes, that is what you have to tell. It's not preceded. You should not go to the only when it is Apadanta Sakara, then only you have to look for the preceding letter. First of all, it is not Apadanta Sakara, it is Padanta Sakara. Rama plus Sakara is Padanta Sakara. Visarga will come. Then, therefore, you don't have to look for what precedes. This is not Padanta Sakara. How can you apply that? Not possible. That is why this is Vyatireka Udaranam. This is not applied here. Similarly, Kartra plus Su, Kartrushu, Hari plus Su, Harishu, etc. Now, this is what I have summarized here. Sakara will undergo Shatvam when which comes after in letters or Kavarga letters, not at the end of the Padam, that is Apadanta Sakara, and the Sakara as a part of Pratyaya or Adesha, or even intervened by any one of these, Num or Visarga Ashar letter, it will happen. Okay, this is what Shatvam is. Is it clear?
Then Guruji, one question. When it says shar letter, it is sa, sha, sa.
Yes, exactly, yes. It's a
If there is a double sa there, Sakara, if there is a Sakara and then,
yes, if there is a Sakara also intervening, then also it will not happen.
okay,
It will not happen means shar letter, shar, sa, any one of that is allowed. Sakara also is allowed. Only one among the three, either Num or Visarga or shar letter. And shar letter also any of the letters. Sha, sha, sa. Yes, Sakara also can come. No problem.
okay.
Understand? Is it
Yes,
clear?
Guruji. Yes, Guruji.
Sakara also can possible. Why not? Like suppose if you have, I'll just type it here. You have something like surface plus soup. What will happen?
Sarpishu.
Hmm?
Sarpishu.
What is this Sakara?
So it doesn't become sha.
Apadanta Sakara. The Sakara belonging to a Pratyaya.
It is belonging to a pratyaya.
Intervened
That's
by, and what precedes that?
Shar letter.
Sakara, shar letter.
And before Sakara, what is that?
Visarga.
Is
Ru.
Come
Repa.
on, don't say Visarga, okay.
Repa.
How can be Visarga? Because you see Visarga, right? That's why you say Visarga. Sarpi only we are saying.
in the letter.
Ikara.
In letter.
Sakara, in letter is there.
Okay.
It is in letter. How can say Repa? Still the confusion is there. Repa, because it is written there. Repa is pronounced after Sa, not
No,
after,
not-
after E. Okay.
No, I'm saying this surface is Padanta Sakara.
It's okay. I'm just somebody
that-
said I'm clarifying that. Okay.
That is I'm saying, Guruji. Repa becomes.
I'm not saying you. Somebody said, what is the preceding letter? Somebody said Repa, not Repa. It is Sar piece only. We say Sar, then after Sa only Repa comes. Then only Para Ni comes. Then how can we say? Please don't, if you have confusion with this, clarify it. Because Repa is there, don't say, think that Sakara is preceded by Repa. No.
Hmm.
Repa will be always added, you see it above the verbal. E is there above the verbal, Repa is there. But Repa comes immediately after the Akara of Sa. Sarpi. Okay. Now, what is the letter preceding the Sakara? E. Now, okay, then this is Padanta Sakara. Okay, how it is Padam? Don't worry, that we don't know. Leave it. This is Padanta Sakara. Surface is a Padam. Now, even when intervened by this, then what will happen? We say the Sakara will become Sakara. Murdani Sakara. Because it becomes, therefore this also will become. Shuttam will happen. Shuttam will happen, and something else also happen that is out of scope. Don't worry. This will become Visarga and Visarga will become Sakara. Sakara again become Shakara. Therefore, Sarpishu is possible. This is an example. You ask no, but Sakara can it come? Yes, it can come. For that, this example.
Yep. Thank you, Guruji.
So all these are possible. Let us not get into those examples. This is possible. Now, in this Apadanta Sakara, is said Sakara, Apadanta Sakara, part of the Pratyaya or Adesha. That is what I am going to see now. Adesha. That example is not covered here. Maybe I can write it here. That Adesha Sakara. I will take the example of the Shadra itself. Dhatu is Shad Dhatu. What will happen to Shad Dhatu? This is an example for Adesha Sakara. The previous these examples are example for Pratyaya Sakara. Pratyaya Apadanta Sakara. For that, these are the examples. Now, Adesha Sakara example. Shad is a dhatu. What dhatu? Aupadeshika dhatu. You have to tell that word. You have to
Okay.
Aupadeshika dhatu. What dhatu?
Upadeshika dhatu.
Meaning what? What does it mean?
Upadesha.
Upadesha by
Given-
Panini
Given in the
Maharshi.
Shastra.
Dhatu.
Panini.
Yes. Dhatu as it was told by, given by Panini Maharshi.
Panini.
As it is in the dhatu pata. Now what will happen to that Shad dhatu?
Tad.
By the previous one, Sattam will happen, right?
Sat. Yeah.
That becomes Sad.
Sat.
That's called first one, Sattam. The rule here, Sattam, right?
Yeah.
Dhatu begin with Murdani Shakara, the dhatu pata will get Sakara Adesha. Sattam happens, number one. Then take the example of this Upanishad itself. I take that out, that itself. Upanishad. 1 minute. I'll just copy paste from here. This is not required here. Taking that very example itself. Upani Purvasya. That is Sadadhatu having the Upasargas Upa and Ni, and the Pratyaya is Kvip Pratyaya. Kvip Pratyaya is the content of the Kvip Pratyaya is zero, nothing. Okay, it's called zero suffix. Content of the Pratyaya is zero. Everything is zero. I mean, it's letter. Nothing is left. Nothing is left out after the removal. How it is and all, don't worry, not out of scope. Now you see. Now what we have? Upa, Ni, Sad. This is what you have, right? Adding Kip Pratyaya, the Kip Pratyaya whose content is zero. I'm just putting zero. Zero means nothing. So Upa, Ni, Sad. Now this Sakara, please see. This Sakara, what Sakara is that?
Apadanta.
Apadanta Sakara. Okay, so what?
It is preceded by
Preceded by
in
in
letter.
letter.
Oh, it means any Sakara, if it is preceded by in, you will apply Shatvam. What are the conditions?
Apadanta.
Apadanta Sakara is one thing, preceded by in or Kavarga. Apadanta Sakara means not at the end of the Padam. And third one is, what is that?
Part of Pratyaya or Adesha.
Pratyaya or Adesha.
Now this Sakara, is it a part of Pratyaya?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Then what is that? It's Dhatu, right? It is not a part of Pratyaya. But is it not a part of, is it not Adesha Sakara?
No, it is not.
Yes, why it is not?
It is not because it is a dhatu, you said.
What is a Dhatu?
Sad.
Shad
Now
is
Sad
Dhatu.
has become the dhatu.
Shad is Dhatu. Now Sakara is Adesha. It has come in the place of Mudane Shakara.
Oh, okay.
Therefore Sakara is Adesha.
Okay, Guruji. Got it now.
Understand? Therefore, this sakara is
Adesha Sakara.
this sakara is apadanta sakara and it is adesha sakara. Conditions are fulfilled now. It is
Coming
not
after
Pratya
only
sakara, but it
process.
is adesha sakara. Sakara, that is, which is itself is adesha, preceded by in letter. Therefore, what will happen? Therefore,
Upanishad.
Shaktam will happen. Upanishad, that's why you get Upanishad. So, now you know why this in the Dhatu Pata, original Dhatu is Murdanya Shakara. Because we want to give an Adesha Sakara for Murdanya Shakara. So that later when we apply Shatvam, Sakara can become Murdanya Shakara. Suppose in the original Dhatu Pata, Sad is there, then it cannot become Murdanya Shakara. Understand?
Oh, yes.
If it is Shad, Murdanya Shakara, then by the first rule Sattvam, it will become Sakara. Therefore, now you can make it Murdanya Shakara. Right? Suppose in original Dhatu, if it is Sad, then it will continue to be Sa only, Sad only. You cannot replace it, but that cannot become Shad. But the Upanishad is a word. Therefore, by making the Dhatu beginning with Murdanya Shakara and rendering the Adesha Sakara in the place of Murdanya Shakara, now we can say that Sakara is Adesha Sakara. Because it is Adesha Sakara, no Shattam can happen. That is the reason why it is given. Rajaji, because you asked this question, that's why this topic came. Why in the Dhatu Pata it is not given direct, it is said directly? Why we have to do like this? This is because of this reason. Because we need such forms for the words in the language. That's why it is required. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Guruji, just one doubt. So again, I am just going back to the previous question only. So the Sad is only become Shad means then Shad is the Adesha, no? So how
Which is the? Say again.
see the Saddas only has become Shad, the Murdanya Shakara followed by that.
Say it again.
That will be the Adesha, no? So I'm just kind of
say it again from the beginning.
so this Sad, that is Sakara followed by Dakara. That is the original form which has become Shad.
No. This is the original form. What is that? This is original Updeshika Dhatu, I'm saying. I showed in Dhatu Pata also. Original Dhatu is Shadul Dhatu, beginning with Murdanya Shakara. If this is original Dhatu, that's why only Sakara Adesha has come. Otherwise, how it will come?
But I think you said previously both are the verbal root, right? So
Both are the.
both are verbal roots, you said, right? Both Shad and Sad, both are verbal root.
When did I say that? I didn't say anything like that. Shad is also Dhatu. This after replacement by Sakara, this also becomes Dhatu only. This also continues to be Dhatu. Doesn't change it. Doesn't that Dhatu term doesn't go away. It continues to be Dhatu only.
Okay.
Shad is the original Dhatu. Dhatu beginning with Murdanya Shakara replaced by Sakara. So what will happen to this? Will it discontinue to be a Dhatu? No. It continues to be Dhatu only. Sad is always Dhatu only. That Sad alone we are using the language. Sad alone. How we say Tishtati? How we say Sta Dhatu? How Sta came? Sta came because it is Sta Dhatu. Original Dhatu was Sta. By this Sattvam rule, we are replacing it by Sta. That's all. Sta Dhatu. Sta or Sta. Actually, it was Sta, but when you apply the Sattva Vidhi, then Shakara becomes Sakara, and therefore Ta also will become Ta only. Therefore, Sta only. There is no difference between sta and sta. In the sense, both are dhatus only. Here, the sakara which has come now, the sakara is adesha sakara. It has got a purpose. That is what your question, I understood. I don't know, I'm not sure whether you are, that's what your question. This sakara, why this required? Why can't we, why this sta is required as original dhatu? Why can't we make this sta itself as a dhatu? Because we want the sakara to undergo shatvam later. Only when the sakara gets the status of the adesha. Now sakara is adesha. Why? Because it has come in the place of buddhani sakara. Therefore, it is adesha sakara. That condition is required for applying shatvam. Therefore, in the dhatu pata, you see dhatus beginning with buddhani sakara. That is the answer for your question.
Okay, got it, Guruji. So if the original dhatu is ta, then we can't apply this rule.
You can apply, yes.
Okay, got it, Guruji.
The original dhatu is ta, then sakara is apadanta sakara, but it is not a pratyaya sakara, nor it is adesha sakara. Then there you cannot apply shatva. There you cannot apply. Yes. Is it clear to all of you?
Thank you, Guruji.
And I gave a simple lokika nyaya, nimitta paya, nimittika payaha. The nimitta which caused Shrutam, that goes away. That is, when Shakara itself which goes away, that is goes away means it has become Sakara. Then Naimittika, the effect, that is the Shrutam, that also goes away. Therefore, it comes back to its original form, Ta only. Therefore, Sta is a Dhatu. Now, Sta is a Dhatu where Sakara is Adesha Sakara. Therefore, that Adesha Sakara will undergo Shatvam provided the conditions are fulfilled. What is the condition? Preceded by in or who, and even when intervened by num or visarga or shat, it can undergo Shatvam. Is it clear?
Yes, Ji.
Yes, Guruji.
All of you, follow what I'm saying?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Ji.
Go through that. If you don't understand, go through the lessons again. So therefore, coming back here. So therefore, sta is a dhatu. Okay. Dhatu. But we say sta because we know shattam. We apply sattam. Therefore, it becomes sta. Therefore, sta is one more dhatu. So do you want this? Shall I erase it? This part.
Please keep it, Guruji.
Okay. So pa dhatu, then sta dhatu. Okay, let me remove the meaning. I just write the dhatu only. Meaning you can refer when the dhatu goes later. Pa, sa, dva, then sta, because it takes unnecessary time.
Huh.
Pa, gra, dva, sta. That is one we should complete today. Then next dhatu is, I'll give a list of dhatus. Pa, gra, dva, sta. Then next one is na, then dan, all these dhatus. Then drish. What is drish dhatu?
Pashyati.
Pashyati.
Dhatu is drish dhatu. That becomes pashyati. Then r, then sr, then shadl. This is one dhatu, shadl. Then mudanya shadl also it is there. Both are there. Okay. And shadl. These dhatus, pa, gra, dma, sta, na, dan, drish, r, sr, shadl, and shadl will be replaced by pa will be replaced by, you can say pa will be replaced by fib,
Pib.
right? Then gra will be replaced by
Jigr.
Jikr.
jigra. Then dma will be replaced by
Sta.
dma will be replaced by what?
Dadma.
Dadma.
Dama. Dama.
Dama. Dma will be replaced by
Dama.
Dama.
Dam. Then
Dam.
na will be replaced by
Tish.
nam. Na.
Na.
Na will be replaced by what? Man. Please mute your mic. Man. And dan will be replaced by
Nad.
dan. Da dhatu.
Da.
It becomes
Dana.
H.
Yach.
Dane.
Yach.
With da become yachati. Okay.
Yachati.
Da, yach.
Pash.
Brish will be replaced by
Pash.
Ash.
Pash.
then ru will be replaced by rich
Rich.
and sru will be replaced by
Rich.
dove. Okay, don't know that dove. We'll see. Then shadul will be replaced by shia and sadul will be replaced by
Sad.
no sida. Sidanti mama gatrani mukam cha parishishyati vepatusya sharireve roma harsha cha jayate sidati. The Sidati means sits. That's the meaning. Shadul. Another meaning also it is. It will be replaced by seed. So pa, gra, all these dhatus are replaced by this respectively.
Guruji, I think we just missed sta also, Guruji.
Oh yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth
Pa,
one.
gra, dma. Then here it is. Sta will be
Yeah.
replaced by tisht.
Tish. Thank you.
See the respectively. When does it happen? When followed by what pratyaya? When followed by shap pratyaya. When followed by shap pratyaya, this will happen. So you can try. This is a homework. Now padatu plus shap plus tip will become pib plus shap plus tip. Is pib plus shap is piba plus ti, therefore becomes pibati. Pibati, pibataha, pibanti. Right? Similarly, gra plus just copy paste. Gra plus shap plus tip will become jigrati. Gra plus will become, gra will be replaced by jigra, jig plus shap plus ti, then becomes jigra, therefore jigrati. Rupam is jigrati. Okay, the next one, sta is there. Sta will be replaced by, already we said, sta is nothing but sta. So directly you can start from sta only. Okay. Because sta, first we have to take the dhatu, do all the refinement. After that you get sta. Now sta plus shap will become, sta will be replaced by tisht. So you get tishtati, tishtataha, tishtanti. Now next one. Next one is I will take shadl dhatu. I'll take shadl as well as shadl both. And then okay. Other forms you please try this as your homework.
Okay, Guruji.
What are the forms it comes? You just please try and send to the WhatsApp as homework. Now I'm taking the dhatu, shadda dhatu. Shadda plus lu, what will happen? That will be replaced by she. So therefore it becomes
Shia.
Is it Parasmaipadi or Atmanepadi? Is it Parasmaipadi or Atmanepadi dhatu? Check. I think it must be Shiati. I think Parasmaipadi only. Let me check. Yeah, dhatu kosha, please check one of you.
Yep.
Please, you have to keep all these books open. And,
Yeah, it is open, Guruji.
This is, no, I'm just saying, all of you, keep the books open, all the materials necessary so that you can refer. Then only you learn how to use the books also. We need to have a library of books for Saṃskṛtam. Then, okay, anyway, it is Atmanipadi, Parasamapadi only, I found out. Then take the Sadadatu, Sadal, that is replaced by seed. Then become Sida, therefore Sidati. The form is Sidati. Sidati, Sidataha, Sidanti. Sidanti Mama Gatrani. That meaning is that. Sidanti Mama Gatrani means my Gatrani, my limbs are disintegrating, falling apart. That's the meaning. Sidanti Mama Gatrani. The Gita. So Sidati. Sidati from
In Aditya Hridayam also it comes, Guruji. Sidati Raghava.
Sidati Raghava means to sit. That meaning also it is there. Sidatu, please be seated. Aditya Hridayam Sidati. Yes, I think it comes somewhere. What is the shloka? Sidati,
Aditya
Prasida,
Hridayam I think it comes, Guruji.
Prasida also is the Prapurvaka, Prasida, Prasida. Prasida, Prasida. Anyway, the same dhatu, Sadhu dhatu only. The Pra Upasarga, of course, the meaning changes. So these are the dhatus. When followed by Shapratya, this dhatu will get replacement. These are the replacement. So Dma is to blow. Become Damati, Damataha, Damanti. Sta already we did. Then Ma will become Man. Manati, Manataha, Manati. Dan is Nakara is Ita letter. So that becomes H. Da means to give. This is what Hchati. There is no dhatu, H dhatu. Please note. There is only dhatu, Dan only. That alone becomes Hchati, Hchtha, Hchanti. Similarly, Drish dhatu. That becomes Pashyati, Pashyataha, Pashyanti. Ru dhatu. That alone becomes Richati, Richataha, Richanti. Then Sru will become Dau. Sru will become, they get the Adesha. Sru dhatu. That becomes Dau. Okay.
Excuse me, Guruji.
Yes.
Shadalu in the Dhatu Kosha, they have given it as not Shia, they have given it as Shat.
Dhatu
Shat.
kosha.
In Dhatu Kosha,
Ah.
Shadalu, Shatane, Shat. Not Shia.
Why they should give Shia in the Dhatu kosha? Why should they give like that? Why are you referring Dhatu kosha for that? Dhatu kosha gives you only the dhatus. Does it give the latlakara forms? Shapratya forms Allah gives there. No?
Okay. Sorry.
You are connecting two disconnected things.
I missed it.
Shapratya, when you add, it means you are deriving the Kriya Padam latlakara form. That is not given Dhatu kosha. Dhatu kosha is a list of dhatus, mere list of dhatus. Okay.
Okay. Yep. No, I got my mistake. No. Yep.
Okay. We'll stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Please do the other forms as homework. Sura will become Dau. Then what is the form? I didn't say that. What is the form? Sura plus Shap plus Ti. Sura will be replaced by Dau. Then what is the form you get?
Dhavati.
Very good. Davati. Davati is a form. Sura will be replaced by Dau. Dau plus Shap. Then Ayari Sandhi. Au will become Av. Dav. Then Dava. Davati. Davataha. Davanti. It's good. Please try this. Okay.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Guruji.
Dhanyavada Guruji.
Dhanyavad Guruji.
Dhanyawada Guruji.
Dhanyawada Guruji.
ధన్యవాదాలు గురుజీ.
Dhanyawada.